All right, welcome to the video where I'm going to show you how you can charge more for your SaaS, right? Increase conversion rate for your SaaS, and find success in your SaaS by just adding value to what you already are doing. So let's just hop right into the video and we'll get started. Hey, welcome to the video. We already did the intro, but we're gonna go right into me showing you how you can start charging more for your SaaS and understand the psychology behind um, charging more or getting more for your SaaS. But hi, my name is Stefan. I am a entrepreneur. I don't know what to call myself. I do business. I'm a indie hacker, no code developer, but I'm building a SaaS company called SaaS Customers, and I wanted to show SaaS owners. I just want to get y'all free value. I want to show y'all how y'all can start adding value to your SaaS without having to chase the lowest price. So let's hop right into it. So I'm gonna actually go right into showing you exactly, you know, the the amazing thing about charging more, right? So this pricing you see right here was my original pricing for what Get SaaS Customer was before I changed it, which it was called Lazy Social .app. Lazy Social was a SaaS that allowed people to auto post and schedule to multiple social platforms, right? So it was a social media scheduling tool. And when I first started out, let me say, I was a marketer and salesperson before I got into making SaaS businesses. So when I first made Lazy Social, I did what everyone else was doing. I was charging the same price. Like, this is literally a very similar price to a competitor. And I just stole like an artist. I saw that, hey, this is work for them. They're making around $3,000 a month. So let me go ahead and just do what they're doing, right? Because it's working. So I had the same things here. Just 5 connected social media accounts, unlimited posting, scheduling posts, carousel posts, AI content creation with these other ones. And here's the thing: when you're in a market like that where you have to compete for price, you're in a commodity market, meaning that if there was if Home Depot had nails for sale, like a dozen of nails for possibly, let's say, $5, but Lowe's was selling it for $4, $3. As a consumer, you're gonna go to Lowe's. And the reason why, because it's the same product, it's the same dozen of nails. So that is the same thing for your SaaS business. When your SaaS business is in a what people call a red ocean, right? Think of sharks biting each other, blowing up the ocean because there's a lot of competition. When you're in the same category as someone, have the same exact offering, you have to compete for price. When you have to compete for price, your business actually suffers. It's harder to get customers, right? Believe it or not, it's harder to get customers when your prices and your offerings are the same, right? You don't stand out. Um, Now I will say with Lazy Social, I did get several beta testers, people that was interested and stuff like that. But I decided to go the route of separating myself from the competition, right? I decided to go a route to charging more, right? Charging 1,000 a year, $2,550 for 3 years, $4,000 for 5 years, right? And how am I able to get away with that madness, right? I'm great that you have so great that you have asked that. I'm so happy that you asked that. How can I get away with that madness? What I do is, and this is what you would do, is you offer more value than your competitor offers, right? And here's the thing: when you offer so much value than your competitor offers, you stop having competitors because there's not a comparison from what I'm doing now with Get SaaS Customers and my competitor who was doing a social media scheduling tool, right? I still have the social media scheduling tool in here, but what I did was, one, I thought of the issues that my customers have. And you know what? I'm actually going to bring you to the board over here and I'm going to show you exactly what you should be doing. Okay, so I got you to the board so you can kind of have a visual of exactly what I'm talking about as I'm writing. But in order to create value for your SaaS so you can charge more, you have to give more value than what you're charging. So the way I do it is what I learned from my mentor and what I show to people and get SaaS customers is that one, you have to figure out the pain points, right? So you want to think of every perceived problem from before a potential customer find your SaaS, what problems they have. After they find your SaaS, like what problems will they have once they actually get into your SaaS, and what problems will they have afterwards. You want to make a huge list of all the problems that your potential customer will have, right? For instance, when I was pivoting with Lazy Social and I was turning it to get SaaS customers, I thought to myself, if I was, and because I was actually using my product of course, as a business owner, when I go to Lazy Social to post, the reason why I'm there because I want to be to multiple social media platforms, right? But then my next problem, right? Because I believe that every solution creates a new problem, right? So my solution was Lazy Social allows me to post to multiple platforms. But then I have a problem of I don't know what to post, right? I don't know how to write the right copy. I don't know the right time to post. When I do post, people go to my site and it's low converting site, right? Like these are issues and problems that people will have, right? So you want to think of all the problems, all the issues that a potential client will have, and you want to just make a list of it, right? You make a list of it. And this is going to lead to how you create value, right? Nobody gives money to anything unless it solves a problem. And the only problems they're going to have is the things that's causing them pain. So the next thing after that is the how-to statements, right? So we have the how-to statements. So once you write down the pains, for instance, so once you have the pain down, let's say, I don't know how to write copy, right? Copy meaning like the things you write down to make a sale, right? What your content says. So let's say this is one of the problems that we have. The how-to statement for step 2 is now this. How to write copy that converts every time, right? So now we're putting a how-to, right? This is the solution, how to write copy that converts every time. We got their pain points and we got their solutions. So the first thing you do is you write down all their pain points and then you write a how-to statement for each pain point. And this is something that I did personally with Get SaaS Customers. I wrote down all the pain points, and maybe I missed some things, but you want to write down all the pain points. So the next thing is this. I want you to think of this, right? I want you to take 20 seconds, and there's a red brick. Write down all the things you can do with that red brick, right? Write down everything you can possibly do. So real quick, I just want to take 20 seconds. Take 20 seconds and think about you having a brick. I want you to write down everything you can do with that brick that you can possibly think of, right? So go ahead and do that. So that right there shows you as the entrepreneur how your mind can work to figure out different solutions to a problem, right? Some of y'all might have used it as a burgling tool, right? To stop a car from going down a hill. For a house building, it could have been a Lego brick. It could have been different things you could have used with that brick. But that leads us to our next thing to create value for your SaaS. And after this, I'm gonna go back to the computer and show you how I actually did it for my business, right? The next thing is how to deliver. So you'll think of in your mind all the ways you can deliver the solution to this pain, right? So you have a list of pain points, you write your how-to statements, and then you figure out how are you going to deliver that, right? And I'll show you exactly how I did it once we get to the computer. After that, you want to cut solutions down. So once you cut solutions down, and the way you cut solutions down is you get rid of anything that is low cost, low value, right? And then you keep, so you get rid of that, but you keep anything that is low cost, high value, and high cost, high value. Right, and I'm gonna add low cost, low value, and high cost, low value. Get rid of that also. So low cost, low value, high cost, low value, and low cost, high value, high cost, high value, right? You get rid of anything like that and you keep everything there. And the way you figure out what is low cost, low value, high cost, high value is, so it's your dream outcome. So your customer's dream outcome. So what is their dream outcome? Like for instance, for Get SaaS Customer, the dream outcome is for SaaS owners to get customers daily, right? If a SaaS owner can get a customer daily, they will find success, right? Especially if you're charging more by using the system. So dream outcome, perceived likelihood of achieving. So we have dream outcome and perceived likelihood of achieving, meaning based on the solutions you're offering, right? How likely are they are to achieve their goals, right? And then the bad things, the things you want to decrease is time delay. So time delay and effort and sacrifice. So this is how you then determine what is low cost, low value, or high cost, low value, right? You want to increase this for your customer, this side, and you want to decrease this. You want to decrease the time delay to get for the customer to get their dream outcome. For the effort and sacrifice, you want to decrease how much effort and sacrifice they got put in to get it. For instance, if you think of liposuction, with people who have money, obviously, would they rather go to the gym or get liposuction? A lot of people would pay for liposuction if they could because they get their dream outcome of losing weight quicker than, months of going to the gym, months of eating right? There's more effort and sacrifice. Time delay, think about it. Amazon, people want their stuff down. I ordered several things this week that I ordered at night and it came between 4 o'clock a.m. in the morning. Crazy. So that's why I like to use Amazon, right? It's the value that's there, right? So you increase that time delay. So you look at, when you have all your solutions written out, you look at what is something that is high value, right? And you can determine something that's high value, that it's decreasing the time. It's less effort and sacrifice, right? The perceived likelihood of achieving this outcome is higher for the customer, right? Their dream outcome, it increases because they can get there more now. They can get there. Now, for something that's low value, the time delay is a year. Effort and sacrifice, they got to put in 40 hours in a week to make your SaaS product work, right? And here's the great thing about SaaS, and this is why I love helping us, is that with SaaS,
a lot of times the time delay is already decreased because it is it's a software. Normally the software helps decrease it, right? The effort and sacrifice. A lot of times it's the software. So this decreases. So there's already a lot of value in your SaaS. You just have to figure out all the problems that your customers will have and add the solution to that problem. Because if they do not have the solution to the problem with your SaaS, they go to someone else's. They'll find a different solution, right? But this is how you set yourself apart. For instance, for Lazy Social, for Get SaaS Customers, a problem that I wrote down was a customer has a low converting site. So that might be an issue. They can send people there with our system, with the posting, with the organic posting. But when people get to their site, they don't convert. If they don't convert, they don't see any value from Get SaaS Customers because they can't get customers because their site is a low converting site. So the way we saw that, so my delivery for that was that I can redo their site. That is high value, right? If I can just redo that site for them, make it a high converted site, that is the time delay is slightly increased because then it takes me time to do it. I have to do multiple people. The effort and sacrifice is virtually zero. They just have to give me access to the code and then I'll do that, right? Their dream outcome increases, the perceived likelihood of achievement increases, right? But, so that is high value. That is high value, low cost, low value, high cost, low value. That is high value, right? However, it's high cost. So, I know we don't really have it up there like that, right? It is high value, but you would have to pay me at least like maybe 10 grand for me to stop doing what I'm doing to increase the conversion rate of your site for everybody. That is a lot of effort. So, and that might have been a bad example, right? Because technically that would be it's actually a high cost, high value thing. So technically we would keep that, right? Now, I will only offer that, even though it's a high cost, high value, if I hire some VAs to do that for customers, right? And that's a possible thing that we can add to get SaaScustomers.com. However, I would personally cut that because I can't deliver that. I just can't. So for instance, for an example of a low cost, low value, right? Maybe low cost for Lazy Social would be a low cost for Get SaaS Customers could be that I can show them how to, I don't know, let's say make $1 million in 10 years, right? Don't know why I thought of that. Anyway, maybe it's low cost because maybe they can just watch me do everything. Like maybe I just record myself just working and they just copy me, right? It's low value because it's 10 years. The effort and sacrifice, they gotta watch videos of me doing stuff and then they gotta try to figure things out. So that would be low cost, right? Get rid of it. So step 4 was cut solutions. Cut the solution that does not make sense to keep. Step 5 is to bundle and name. So step 5 is bundle and name it, right? So after you cut solution, you'll have a list of solutions that are low cost, high value, and high cost, high value, right? In the beginning, we are surely enough gonna have our high cost, high value, but as you continue to develop your offering and you get people to use it and you get feedback, you can start cutting down some things, right? Even with that's high cost, high value, so that way you can essentially allocate more time to your business in other places. For instance, Tesla, when they first came out, they was charging like 200 grand. Now you can get a Tesla for 30 grand. But that high cost that they charged in the beginning allow them to have more income coming into their business so they can then use it for other things, right? So that's the same thought process behind this. You create so much value, you charge a good amount of money, you use that money for your SaaS business to scale, to grow. You cut down the things that you can cut down and offer it for a different price, right? A better price with less value than it had before, but still enough value that your competitors cannot ignore you, cannot catch up to you, whatever it is, right? Try to have some of that rhyme. Anyway, so we bundle, and I didn't spell that right. We bundle and then we name it. And I'll show you exactly what's on there. So you have a nice little sexy little bundle name with a subtitle on exactly what it is. And then after that, 6, we value it, right? So we add a value to our bundles. And what that value do then, so that's so funny. It's just like two E's. So when you add value to your bundles, you add perceived value to the bundle, and when your customer sees it, they see that they are getting a deal from you based on the price you are charging, right? So I'm actually gonna go ahead and show you exactly what I mean with Get SaaS Customers, what I do for myself. All right, so we're just gonna hop in and I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it with Get SaaS Customers and how I was able to increase value and separate myself from the competition.
Okay, so that quick lesson on the drawing board, as you can see, this used to be, once again, it used to be $9, $18, $27 a month. But once I went through the process of getting down all the issues or all the pain points that a person would have, who will want to use an auto poster, right? I came up with different bundles. So I had a section name, so I bundled it and I named it Conversion Blueprint. I gave it a subtitle: Unlock the hidden potential of your website, learn how to drive customer engagement and increase conversion even with a site that's currently unperforming, right? So this is the issue that a customer might have. They might have a site that has low conversion. And the way that I'm gonna solve those problems is, create a high converting lead funnel. So this person wouldn't even have to use their site. They can have a lead funnel that's gonna be their new place where they send leads, right? A video, right, on high converting sites. So I create the content. I have someone create the content to show them, hey, like this is how you have a high converting site. Checklist for high converting site. A site audit. So I take a look at it. I show you what you're doing wrong and where you can improve at. A high converting site templates. So these are all this is after me cutting. I had a list of problems there, probably like 8, maybe 10, and I cut down to, what's it, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cut down to 6 problems, and I bundled that together, and I put it, I name it, subtitle, and then I add the value to it. This is a $1,500 value. So as you can see, we have 18 different bundles. 18 different bundles, and each bundle has, at least minimum 3 to 4 solutions to it, right? 3. So once we add the value there, and this is what you would do for your SaaS, once you add the value there, you have a total value, right? This is for a 5-year plan of $82,500 is how much this is valued at for 5 years. So this is all in one marketing done, right? We have uh how to grow, your SaaS if you don't have a social media account, right? Because some people don't even like social media, especially super intelligent, smart people. They just get away from that. Not saying you're not intelligent if you are on social media. Um, Sharpshooter, right? This is so you can not get distracted. Um, Busy says marketing shortcuts. So this people who are too busy to do marketing, right? Access to influencers that post for you, access to niche promo accounts. Like this is the value. This is the value that I am giving SaaS owners who join get SaaS customers. So when I ask for a price of 4,000 for 5 years, that's nothing. That I should charge way more, right? But they get so much value from it that $4,000 is not that much, right? For the normal price of 1 year, $1,000 for a year, they get so much value from it that $1,000 for a whole year is not that much. If you can have your SaaS have everything you need to market your business organically through social media platforms and get customers when you post, $1,000 for a whole year when it's worth 16,000 is nothing. So that is what you do for your SaaS. You follow the steps there, right? It was a quick run through how you can add value to your SaaS, but you follow the steps there and you increase the value of your SaaS, you can rightfully so charge more. And when you do this, right? My competitor who has this social media scheduling tool that I originally based my pricing off of doesn't have this. It's just a social media scheduling tool. They don't have all the marketing stuff that is needed for a SaaS customer, for anybody to find success in posting to multiple platforms, right? Because of course, when you post to multiple platforms, the reason why you do that is to get engagement, is to get customers, is to build something. And get SaaS customers helps with that, right? So now that I have increased the value of what used to be lazy social, I am now in what people call a blue ocean, right? I am in now what people call a blue ocean. And my books are gonna fall. Blue ocean is a market where you are in the ocean by yourself. There isn't competitors fighting each other, bloodying up the waters, right? So now I separated myself, right? And this is what you do for yourself. You will separate yourself from your competitors by adding more value, solving more problems for your potential customer, right? And then even charging more. My competitor cannot compare, right? These are literally, I think, if not the same, I think maybe they charge $19 a month. These are just the prices that they charge. If a competitor looks at your SaaS and your competitor is certain, if your potential customer looks at your SaaS and they see that uh the competitor is charging this and you are charging this, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. They're comparing an apple to a apple tree. I'm getting the apple tree every time. I have more apples from it. I have more value, right? And I know I'm repeating myself, but I just want to make sure y'all get this. Is that you are now separated from the competition. You are now a one-in-one SaaS that when people see your thing, see your business, they will be too dumb if they say no to purchasing your SaaS product, right? They would be dumb if they say no. So you have to increase the value, right? You have to. So you have to increase the value. You have to figure out all the pain points, right? That's how you do it. Figure out all the pain points. You do your how-to statements. You figure out how you're going to deliver each and every solution to the problem, right? You figure out, okay, this is a problem. How will I deliver the solution? Write down all the possible ways to deliver that solution. You then cut out anything that is low volume, low cost, or high cost, low volume. You cut out all that stuff, and then you bundle it together, right? As I did there, you bundle it together. You give a better name for the bundle, the subtitle, and then the value for it, right? And then you add the ways you're going to deliver it with high cost, high value, and then low cost, high value solutions or deliverables. And then you just add up all the value, right? And then you charge more money. So that is how you, as a SaaS owner, can one, you can separate yourself from the competition. You can charge more for your SaaS, and you can add more value to your potential customers. I mean, for your potential customers, and be a one-on-one SaaS that no one can compare to. Take that information, don't become a villain, do good with it, and have a blessed one. Peace.